Last but not least, we have our Freedom House Index of Political Freedom and Civil Rights. And so we explored this map when we were looking at different types of governments around the world. And so here we have China, that is not free. It has an authoritarian type government. Tunisia, that was kind of partly free but trending downwards. And then the other two countries we were looking at was Norway, which has got a very high score of 100. 40 out of 40, 60 out of 60. Man, can't get more than that. And then the United States, which is at an 83, and was at political rights and civil liberties. Some room for growth, but also still in the free category. What I did was to kind of look at those four countries over time. You can look at this trend here, and you can see that Tunisia had a big drop, whereas the other countries stayed the same. But what I did also is I downloaded their data set, and I just chose our four countries: China, Norway, Tunisia, and United States, and I plotted them on this spreadsheet. And so you can see that Norway in the top is red, and so it's been at 100% the entire time. It looks like it's been doing great. But here you can see the United States is starting to trend downwards in certain types of political freedom or civil liberties. And then here you can see the experience in Tunisia was that they got a bunch more freedom, right? When they got rid of their dictator, they had a lot more political rights. But then as the years progressed, some of those political rights started to kind of fall away as the new government started to take more power and take away more political freedoms and civil rights. Meanwhile, China has always been down here at the bottom, but it is also starting to get worse. Even though their economy is doing okay and some of their social measures are doing pretty good, their measures of political freedom have always been low and are getting lower. Okay, to find out more about individual countries, you can click on these country reports here. It's a great way of seeing, like, okay, why is the United States trending downwards? It says in recent years, democratic institutions have suffered erosion as reflected in rising political polarization and extremism, political pressure. And so it'll have some information there about, what's happening in that country in regards to political freedoms and civil rights.